Great morning, holy brothers and sisters! For the 11th of SHEVAT in the Kitzur Likutei Moharan, today's lesson will be called Crushing Cravings. Know that the primary test and refining process that a person must undergo is involving his craving for physical intimacy. This desire encompasses all the evil desires and negative character traits of the 70 nations and 70 languages, and a person who breaks this craving for physical intimacy can then break all his other desires with ease. Therefore, when a person is tested in the exile of this desire, each person in his own particular way, he must then lift up his voice and cry out to God 70 times and no less. In other words, he must cry out to God profusely until God shows him compassion and he merits to overcome and break this desire along with all the others. For the breaking of this desire is the general rectification that includes all else. Destroy dominating desire to overcome all others. The more fully a person has effected this general rectification, and the farther he is removed from the craving for physical intimacy, the closer he is to the revelation in the Torah. The opposite is also true, namely, the more a person harbors such cravings, the more distant he is from this revelation, God forbid. When a person stands up to the test and breaks the shell that covers the fruit, the essence of which is to break this craving, then he merits to give birth to attain the mentalities Chachma and Bina, and the secrets of the Torah are then opened up to him, and hidden things are revealed to him. To whatever degree that a person stands up to this test and breaks this craving, so does he merit a great revelation in his Torah study and divine service. And to the extent that he is rectified in this area, so does he merit the 70 faces of the Torah. The rectification for lustful thoughts that come to a person is to say, Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. And Baruch Shem Kavod Malchusah Le'olam Va'ed. Blessed is the name of his glorious kingdom forever and ever. The explanation for this is that the craving for physical intimacy derives from impurities in the blood, namely from spleen, and the spleen is associated with Lis, the wicked slave woman and mother of the mixed multitude, who is the kingdom of evil. The opposite of Lis is the kingdom of heaven, the royal lady, a God-fearing woman, Mishlei 31:30, who is an aspect of the sea of Shlomo that stands on 12 cattle. These 12 cattle represent the 12 tribes. Zohar 1:241. When a person accepts upon himself the yoke of the kingdom of heaven by reciting the 12 words of the 2 verses of the Shema, which correspond to the 12 tribes and which comprise 49 letters corresponding to the 49 letters that make up the names of the 12 tribes, then his soul is included among the 12 tribes of Israel. Or HaGanuz explains that in the future we will say, Baruch Hashem Kivod Malchus Le'olam Va'ed. Blessed is God, his glorious kingdom forever and ever, bringing the number of letters in the 2 verses of the Shema to 50, which is the numerical value of the word Yam, sea. Similarly, there is an alternate counting of 52 letters in the names of the holy 12 tribes, that is the Yam Shel Shlomo, the sea of Shlomo. Likewise, when a person recites the Shema and Baruch Shem, he separates his soul from the soul of the mixed multitude, which stems from the lascivious woman, the wicked slave woman, who is the root source of this desire that encompasses all the negative character traits of the 70 languages. This is the reason why we close our eyes as we accept upon ourselves the yoke of the kingdom of heaven, when we recite the Shema, to indicate that by doing so, we are like the beautiful maiden who has no eyes. Zohar 2:95, who is devoid of this desire that encompasses all the negative character traits of the 70 languages. Saying Shema shuns 70 sinnings, bringing back beauty by blessings. As always, thank you so much for learning together. If you enjoyed this lesson, please remember to like, comment, share, and borrow. And please God, we'll learn again tomorrow.